isn't just about scarves. It's about storytelling, representation, and building a brand with purpose. Today, Tasneem will take us behind the scenes, sharing how she turned a passion project into an industry leader and built a community that goes way beyond fashion. Tasneem, welcome to Zay.
Thank you, Afra. Third time's a charm. I know something wasn't working. First of all, I want to say today is World Hijab Day. So for Arabic Hijabi community, so proud of all of you, and really what a blessing it is to be speaking to you all today about my company and about hijab on World Hijab Day. So my name is Tasneem, and I'm the co-founder and co-CEO of Vela. It's really just such an honor and privilege to be here today, standing in front of, techies and entrepreneurs and dreamers and builders. When I first saw the email from Alif, I thought, just like I do whenever I get a public speaking invitation, which is, why me? What is it about my story and my journey that might inspire all of you? So today I'm going to take you on the origins of Vela, why we started, why we created it. And I'll also be sharing what I believe builds a truly inspiring brand. So Marwa is my sister and co-founder. And we are the daughters of immigrants from Syria. And we grew up here in a post-9/11 America. And that point's very important, because what that meant for us growing up was that stereotypes defined us. And that was really hard. We weren't being seen in mainstream media the way Muslim women are today. And certainly, most certainly, the fashion industry didn't represent us. And so in this kind of space of not feeling seen and not feeling represented, we created Vela. We wanted to create hijabs for Muslim women that truly represented them. At the time when Vela and I was started, Vela was started, like I said, hijabs were being sold in mom and pop shops, and there was no such thing as a branded hijab. And Marwa and I set out to do something very revolutionary at the time, which is we wanted to become a design house and actually design these hijabs ourselves, as a way for women to be able to fully express themselves and their identities. I have a question. My speaker notes aren't go, even though this is going. Okay, this is a video that I wanted to play for you all. This video is from 13 years ago, and it aired on PBS. So I really hope that this plays for the money. Let's go.
I incorporate street style with chic. I come to refer scarves to Jordan. So you can see the hyping guys and how they get that limited edition one. They don't even want to step on it or get it dirty or scratch. That's how our girls feel about our scarves. What people see out in the streets or when they see me, they're like, I didn't think that was even possible for a girl like her to be dressed in a scarf, to be that fashionable. I've always been inspired by fashion, but my fashion craze didn't start until I wore the scarf. I thought that was very interesting, because when I wore the scarf, instantly I was like, okay, how do I become fashionable with this? You just become a lot more aware of the clothes that you wear, because there's requirements to it. So not only do you want something that's going to fit the requirements of being long and modest in use, but you also want something that's going to look good and that isn't going to make you stand out in the crowd. What Vela's trying to do.
So we just watched Marwa passionately compare Velas to Nike Air Jordans. This was 13 years ago. And I explained that Muslim fashion could be a thing. Guys, this was 13 years ago, and this was broadcasted on national television. This statement was wild back then. Wild. People didn't believe that it was possible. We had to convince people that these two things could coexist together. So for years, it was just me and Marwa working together. We had no investors, we had no fancy marketing team. All we had was the passion that we deserved better, and that Muslim women deserved a company that truly represented who they were. So we started to create these one-of-a-kind, beautiful hijabs They weren't anywhere else on the market. Most hijabs were very generic prints and fabrics, but we actually we custom dyed our colors, we custom designed our prints, and we gave women hijabs that they truly feel that represented them and made them feel unique and a way for them to express themselves. Fast forward to today, and Vela hijabs sell out in seconds. For my Vela girls in the audience, you guys all know this. Alhamdulillah. And yes, supply chain is a thing, and we can talk about supply chain and keep ramping things up, but mashallah, like our scarves are always selling out, alhamdulillah. So, like I said in the beginning, it was just me and Marwa, and then it was also our family and close friends who helped us make the scarves in our garage. We then moved some manufacturing to Los Angeles until we were able to scale our manufacturing in India. We really didn't have budget to hire team members back in the days. We relied on, like I said, friends and some contractors. But alhamdulillah, today, we are a team of 25 plus Muslim women. Alhamdulillah. And what's so special is that our team isn't just employees. They're also women who wear Vela, who believe in our mission, and live by it every single day. Okay. There's so many fashion brands out there, and this is kind of like the core of my talk with everyone today. What makes Vela so different, right? Because it's not always about the product. We've perfected the product, we found our niche market, great. That's what all of you in the room here have to do first and foremost as builders, right? Perfect your product. So alhamdulillah, once we got the product right, okay, everything clicked. We found our market. Now what? What makes our scarf different? And that is, it's the stories of the women who wear them. The magic behind Vela lies not just in creating the product, but in the experience that evokes emotion, okay? So when you're selling a product, you need to be able to sell an emotion. That is what's going to build a successful brand. Product should equal emotion. I'm going to give you some examples. Nike doesn't just sell sneakers, right? They sell, just do it. They sell passion. They sell the idea that you can push yourself to the limit. Apple doesn't just sell iPhones and computers. They sell innovation, creativity. Ding, ding, ding. Vela doesn't just sell hijabs. We sell identity, belonging, self-expression. So how do we do that? It's a little video montage playing. Vela's known for this. If you have seen Vela, you've seen these stories and these campaigns. Vela's core is all about storytelling. So every image and every message that we put out there is meant to uplift Muslim women. It's meant to highlight female strength and resilience through her identity. I love what Amir from Muslim spoke about, that we need to be those platforms to really showcase who we are. The world isn't going to do it for us. So Vela has been out on the mission to not just create the product, but to really showcase Muslim women in a different light. We weren't going to wait for the world to continue to tell us that we were oppressed and victims of this or that. We wanted to put out something different, and this is what we did. And in the end, we don't just sell the confidence, we also sell the identity to the Muslim woman. And really, guys, this is the power of storytelling. That's the power of a brand that can truly connect to its customers. Community building. So Vela isn't just about selling the product, like we said, it's also a movement. And we never saw our customers as just buyers. We saw them as a part of a larger community. And Vela, hashtag Vela Girl isn't just a hashtag. It's a movement of Muslim women who wanted to feel seen and connected to something bigger. The best marketing out there doesn't come from paid ads. It comes from this. It comes from your community who believes in you. And the and the message that you're giving the community of this bond that you all have with one another. Here are some images of like some community events that Vela hosts. So we're known to bring women together for many events. And it's just a way of sisterhood and bonding and being in a safe space together. So these are like some images of the community building that we do. So our customers bring us the biggest hype. And this is, I think, also where the magic of Vela is. We prepared a montage. These are some clips of some of our Vela customers. Yeah, that's the hijab I'm wearing. The shawarma guy has it apparently. Okay, so people often ask, how did you guys get here? Like I said, we never had investor money. So we never had millions of dollars to pay for our ads or millions of dollars to pay for influencer budget. And if you search hashtag Vela Girl on TikTok, you'll see hundreds of videos, hundreds. Just scroll through. So how did we get here? And the answer to that is brick by brick. Just like it takes time to refine and build your product brick by brick, goes through so many iterations, so does this. So does community building, so does connecting with your customers. When your customers feel seen, when they feel that they're a part of something bigger than only the product, this is the result of it. So it's a lot of fun. The videos are hilarious, and we sit back as a team and just laugh at them. Like our Slack is just all, did you see this TikTok? Did you see that TikTok? And it's a lot of fun. But yeah, the message of this is the power of the brand that feels like a community. There's more to Vela. It's not just the product, it's bigger than that. It's social impact. And we didn't need corporate social responsibility to sit here and tell us what we have to do. We were two Muslim women. I actually remember the very early days, Marwa and I, were sitting in my parents' dining room, and we were talking about, okay, alhamdulillah, this year we might make some profit, because we weren't making profit for a long time. We were breaking even. And my dad overheard us. And the first thing he said was, don't forget to give your zakat. How are you going to give your zakat? I actually just remembered this story right now, because we didn't need anyone to tell us about CSR. We were a Muslim brand, and we knew as Muslims we had to give back. Also, as Muslims, we understood what ethical labor was. We were going to make sure that everybody that worked with our products was being paid ethically, fair wages, fair working conditions. All of that was very important to us at Vela. And we decided to make sure that our community knew about it, and we highlighted that. And our customers truly appreciate that about Vela. Also, what made Vela so special is that we created solidarity campaigns. So we created designs, specific designs for different countries that really needed donations and needed our voices. So for example, the Kufiya Hijab. The Kufiya Hijab was created 10 years ago, 2015, and from the day it was created, all the profits from the Kufiya Hijab were donated back to Palestine. Last year alone, over $150,000 of the proceeds from the Kufiya Hijab went to Gaza. We worked with local organizations on the ground, because at first we made the donations to very big, large organizations. We realized we wanted to donate directly on the ground. It was very hard to do, but alhamdulillah, this is where the donations ended up, with food baskets and helping those in need in Gaza. There's been other campaigns that we've also supported. The Uyghur Muslim community, Aid for Yemen, Sudanese refugees, Black Muslim schools in inner cities, and domestic abuse survivors. Causes that normally Muslims aren't as aware about, causes that don't really have a voice, and we felt that we have a platform and wanted to amplify these charities and voices and people. What's important to know about this is that it wasn't performative. And our customers and our community trusted us when we shared these important causes, because they were in causes that were also important to them. And this part of Vela, this solidarity movement, the ethical solidarity, giving back. This is what our customers also have grown to love and appreciate about love. So if I had to break it down, the three things that are at the core of Vela's success would be grit and persistence. We didn't have investors. We didn't have marketing budgets. We didn't have connections. We didn't have MBAs, backgrounds in fashion. We failed a lot, but we kept getting up. We were told no many times, but we just kept trying. We kept trying. And having a business, having a startup, it really takes that grit. It doesn't happen overnight. Community and connection. You need to find a way to connect to your customers. If you could find a way to connect to the customers, that is going to be your best way to succeed. Plain and simple. Authenticity and storytelling. People can tell you're not being authentic. If you're just out there to put out a story and put out a campaign, but it's not coming from your heart, if it's not truly what you value and what you want, people will see that. So be authentic. Anyone can sell a product, anyone can sell a fashion line. There's lots of copycats for Vela out there. But what makes Vela stand out is the fact that we have a mission and values and voices that we continue to amplify. So, to wrap things up, Vela is a movement. It's a movement that transcends borders. Today, women all around the world recognize each other as Vela girls. And again, this story didn't happen overnight. It happened through years of connecting, through years of making women feel empowered, and through years of believing in this mission and believing that Muslim women deserve this representation and this space. I want to end with a hadith from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he says, the Muslim ummah is like one body. If one limb suffers, the entire body suffers. That is what Vela embodies. That global connection to one another as an ummah is who we are and who we embody. So remember that together, in our strength, in our community, and with our values, inshallah, we will succeed.